UFC 273, Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie, and the fight that I care most about and that everybody here cares most about on the MMA Hangout is the one and only, the Funkmaster, Aljamain Sterling, unifying the bantamweight belt. What it do, Aljo?
What's happening, fellas? Good day here in New York.
Talk to me, bro. So there's been a lot of stuff going on between you and Jan, back and forth. Obviously, everybody knows about the dirty knee you took that, you know, as we were all watching, we were like, oh my God. Obviously, the fallout of what happened there. Like, are you back and ready? How's the neck feel? How do you feel going into fight week?
The neck feels great. Fight week is, I just can't wait for this thing to keep rolling. You know, I just want to get to the weigh-in, step on the scale, get larger than charge, and get ready to whoop some ass on Saturday night. That's really it. That's the mindset right now. Getting the neck fix was a huge thing for my career and just quality of life overall. So I'm very thankful for the UFC for helping me get that done. Dr. Robert Watkins Jr. did an amazing job following up with me, making sure I was doing all the right things and staying on top of my PT and having my back in October, knowing that I wasn't ready to fight yet and making sure that they understood that it wasn't me pulling out of the fight. It was I was physically not ready and that I wasn't cleared. So that wasn't on my end for me being placed into that title fight, you know? So, I'm just happy. I'm happy to be back, and the main thing right now is just getting the weight off. That's the main focus. I'm a big guy to cut down to this weight class, and I can't wait to use this weight to bully some people around.
Pay-per-view is going to be available for purchase on ESPN Plus again. UFC 273. Aljo, Jan's been talking a lot of shit, bro. I need you to cut a promo for us so that when you beat him and you unify the belt, we could put this shit out on social and be like, yo, Aljo had it first. During fight week, he knew what the deal was. You got to cut a promo for us. What's up?
I mean, my message to Jan is when you're fighting a full-on 100% Aljamain Sterling, I just can't wait to see what you're going to do, because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to drown you with pressure. It's going to be a different fight when this guy is pushing you backwards again, and this time he's not going to fade like he did the last time, and it's going to be a bad night for you. No matter what you do, I really can't see any keys for victory for this guy. He would have to starch me, and I've never seen him starch anybody, you know. So I'm ready for everything. I'm ready for war, and I can't wait to go out there and get my hand raised.
I'm gonna keep it a little funky with you. What would you have done if Will Smith walked his ass up there on Aljo, the Funkmaster? What would you have done?
That's a tough one. My man Chris Rock, I don't know. A lot of kudos and credits to that guy, because I don't know if I'm retaliating the same exact way. I don't know if I can handle that the same exact way, even on international TV, because that's just crazy.
Right.
I mean, the whole twist and the whole hand, the palm down, karate chop, follow through, the hip motion. I was like, dude, that was with some authority, you know? So I might have back tripped him or something. I don't know. That's a tough position to be in. So I felt bad for Chris Rock, but he handled it took it like a G.
Yes.
I don't know if that's how a G would have handled it, but I don't know.
Strong chin.
A lot of money on the table for both guys. So that's a tough situation right there to try to navigate through that.
Yes. You're five. I'm looking here. 5'7", 135 is what I see on Google's got you at. When's the last time someone tried you in public? Because I could see someone making a mistake and not knowing what they're getting themselves into.
Actually, nobody, if I'm being honest. No one, I think I'm a pretty nice person. So I don't see no one coming up to me and trying to fight me or something like that. It would be super weird and random, because one, I wouldn't even entertain it. You have to pay me a lot of money for me to do that. And I fight for money. So it's I'm not fighting you just to fight you. You know what I mean?
So have you ever had someone come at you where it's in public and you're just look, I know maybe there's a misunderstanding here, but
you don't know who I am.
You don't want this. Do you have a saying that you go to let people know, or a badge maybe of just look, like
a safe word? Do you have a safe word for people?
I can kill you right now.
No. Matt Serra does this pretty well. He goes, listen, man, there's an easier fight around the block. And I think when someone says something to you like that, you're kind of just wait, what are you talking about? There's easy fights right here, you know? So it's either you're going to make that conscious decision to try that person, or you're going to maybe think about it and go maybe there's something I'm missing here. If this guy's that small talking this type of shit, I don't know, so I don't have a safe word, but it would probably be just me, just like, yo, man, I really don't know if you want to do this, but if you do, I'm gonna need you to sign here and sign here.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I'm in the clear, and then you can go meet me on this side, and we can figure it out.
When was the last time you got into a fight that wasn't paid?
Last time I got into a fight that wasn't paid.
Because you've been being paid for a while now.
I mean, I did get into a fight as a pro one time, but this was like while I was still upstate in school, finishing up. We're at the Ithaca Commons, actually. That's where John Jones is from, Binghamton, but he was living in Ithaca at the time. And yeah, we got jumped one year, and I never let it go. And I found the kid.
No.
I found one of them, and yeah, I had to light him up. What was that? Back in I think that was 2011 or 2012, but it was a long time ago. Outside of that, yeah, I think that was it. I made him turn around. I didn't sucker punch him. I made him turn around, and I go, "You remember me?" And then he was like, "Oh, that was last year." Bop, 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 bop. All right. Now put your hands up. We're not talking no more. We did all that last year, So they chipped my tooth, man. So that's why I was really pissed. They chipped my tooth, and every time I ate ice cream, it bothered me.
What do you think about what happened? So we're down in Miami. What do you think happened between Colby and George? I know obviously that's something that sent shockwaves through the MMA community, and from the story that was told to the real story that happened. I have some people in the know here in the FRM camp with George. What do you think about that? Is that something that should be only settled in the octagon, or is that if you run up on dudes that are really about that life, you're gonna find out what happens?
I think Masvidal is one of those guys. Live by the code, die by the code, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just only when the guy starts to sue you, then it's like, damn, was my ego or pride hurt that much where I'm letting it affect my pockets, kind of thing. So that's something he's gonna have to think about, because he could do that every single time they see each other. But eventually, I don't know, it's going to probably lead to something else, maybe an arrest, maybe this guy getting sued for a lot more than that. I don't know. So I just think there's a fine line with the trash talk. I never talk about anybody's family, religion, that type of thing. I'll make fun of you all day long. I'll make fun of your friends, but I try not to cross that line. There's a fine line. So I think Colby crossed that line, even though I don't recall him ever saying anything bad about the kids. I don't think he ever talked shit about the kids, that's why your kid looks stupid or something like that. It was nothing ever like that from my knowledge. So I don't know, but I guess maybe just him talking about his kids at all was enough for him to just be pissed. So everybody's different, man. I can't tell you what's a trigger for you and what's a trigger for him or her. So if that's what triggers him, that's what triggers him.
What's a fear you have that would surprise us because of how tough you are? You're really afraid of spiders. You're afraid of the dark.
Heights.
Really?
Heights.
So if I got you at the top of the Mount Everest, I got a shot.
See, I could climb that. See, that's different. Heights in the sense of
in a Ferris wheel. If me and you are at the top of a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, like that, or
So if I'm ever gonna get you, that's the time to just
Yeah, things where I have no real control over. That scares me, man. Or being on the edge of a cliff. I could climb the mountain, but I ain't gonna stand over the edge of the cliff because that would freak me out. I might get a little panicky and stumble forward, and then I just fall off the goddamn thing. But I stay back from a distance and I peek over.
What's the tallest building you've been on?
Tallest building, I think Empire State.
Did you look over?
Well, you don't actually. They have the glass shields.
But still, even from there, you can kind of look and see, and it's 95 stories down, and you're like, ooh.
Oh yeah. No, it's a long way down, and that's enough for me to be like, all right, I'm ready to go back in.
There's a club at the top of the Rio in Vegas where you can walk out on this walkway, and you're just looking down in glass, and after a few, vodka sodas, those things gets a little trippy.
Yeah,
Did you have to make the correction? You're about to say vodka soda. You're like, vodka tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that hotel though, the inside that one, but that would be pretty cool to check out next time I go back home.
Alja, I just saw Peter Yan's new tattoo. How'd you feel about it?
What's the tattoo?
I think it's the Jorge Masvidal emblem. He got a tattoo on himself.
That's actually pretty funny.
Or we just got ball sacked. but it's all over Twitter.
I hope he knows what that means.
Yeah.
It's like
Do you know what that means, Aljo? Did Lewis just drop something completely out of nowhere?
Sorry.
The tattoo?
No, the ball sack.
Oh, like the nut hugging thing, like wrestler.
No. So on Twitter, there's this Twitter that's putting out like fake quotes attributing them to athletes and stuff. Like
It's
a bunch
fake
of people
news
been getting
stories.
Yeah.
stories. So that's what
Yeah,
we
yeah,
call
MMA
it, ball
press.
sacked.
And they're called at Ballsack Sports. So people are like, "Hey, did you see this story? I heard it by at Ballsack," and they're like, "It's not real. It's called Ballsack Sports." So if you get hit with a bunch of fake news, it's called getting ball sacked.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Now I'm hip to it. Now I get
Now
it.
you got it. Yeah. Who's
Now
your
you're
favorite
approving.
fighter to watch?
I mean, honestly, I'm a fan of the sport. So I literally watch everybody. But I mean, there's some must sees like Dustin Poirier, Masvidal, Colby for me. Connor is definitely must watch. Entertaining. Khamzat Chimaev, Gilbert Burns. There's a lot of guys
That's a
like
big
I
fight.
have to watch. Max Holloway. Like those are guys like I tune in. You know, I'm definitely tuned in for a lot of these people.
Who's the must not watch? Like Khabib puts you to sleep. He's good, but Jesus.
Well, his last few has been good, so I give him that. So I can't.
I just like the idea of a must not watch too. It's all good. You don't have to actually name names.
Yeah, I don't really have a. Some people I definitely like. Okay, I'll go get like a lunch break or go get my drink right now because this fight's like. I'll take my chances. You know what I mean? One of those type of fights.
I appreciate you pulling up. Any last words? Anything you want to tell the people? Any message you want to get to them?
I mean, the main thing I want to say is like for all those people who out there talking shit, man, make sure you guys put your money where your mouth is for UFC 273 because this is a great card. And at the end of the day, you can't sit there for a year chirping me and talking shit and then not put your money where your mouth is. So both of us are going to get pay-per-view points, myself and Petr Yan, because he's the interim champ. Don't forget, second place. So he'll get a share of the revenue as well. And you guys could get to watch me firsthand whoop that ass
Let's
up
go.
and down that octagon from pillar to post, drag him down, and choke his ass out. So you guys are in for a show. You guys are in for a really good show.
That's Saturday, April 9th in Jacksonville. Again, pay-per-view available for purchase on ESPN Plus in the United States. Aljamain Sterling, the Funkmaster himself, unifying the bantamweight belt. You heard it here first. MMA Hangout. Aljo was good. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys.